Hello and welcome to my video on how to color using crayons. I would like to discuss first and foremost skin colors because this drawing needs to carry the message. Your main message is this is the summer season, this is a person in a kiddie pool. You do not want people, your viewers, whoever is looking at your drawing, to be distracted with blue, green or purple looking skin. So let's leave those colors right now for maybe a more creative or advanced assignment, and let's instead focus with your peach, tan, light brown, darker brown skin tones that will still carry that message, will make it look really good. And I'm also going to show you the difference. I have this one drawing that you're looking at right now, and you can see how it looks really good. The little girl looks really good, even though she's covered up by my crayons right now. But there you go. She's looking really good. And by the same token, this other drawing also looks really good. That for this drawing, I'm going to choose a dark brown. I like to start by coloring the skin tone. I trace around it. And then I make sure that I'm going to make sure that I'm not coloring on top of the mouth. I'm just going around it. And I'm not pressing the crayon so hard on the paper because I want it to blend in so that the surface, everything on the face looks very even. There. I'm going to trace the ears, color inside of the ears. Those are important too. Trace, trace, trace. And at first, whenever we are coloring the skin tone, you might not think like it's looking that good. But once you color everything, once everything looks finished, then it's going to look really good. When I was little, those were the first colors that I would run very low on. So the first ones were skin colors. I would run very low. I would run out of them right away. Those in sky blue and I think green. I think those were the colors that ran out as quickly, the most quickly. Those were the colors that I ran out of the most quickly. Now I'm going to show you an example of what happens when you start out by coloring this, the hair. I remember trying to start out by coloring the hair, and I used to do that all the time. I would color the hair first. That's what I wanted. I don't know, maybe it has to do with what looks really pleasing and really pretty to the eye. But then the problem that I would encounter is that I would start to color the skin, and then whatever is on the hair, it would start to smear and mix with the skin color. So right now it looks just a little bit too messy for me. And now I made sure in my drawing that I'm going to use black now, and you will not get to see that mix. That's why I do the skin color first now. I learned. But now we have encountered another problem. this drawing doesn't stand out as much. We can't see his eyes or his eyebrows anymore. And we put in a lot of really good work into it. So what I can do is trace over it with the tip of a crayon. Make sure that you really have a pointy crayon. Very carefully, you just try your best to trace over it with the tip of it. Now I'm going to trace over the nose and the mouth. And that is so much better. Now I'm going to speed up the process of coloring, and you are going to see me still tracing around every single shape in my drawing. Also, every single item, every single thing and detail in my drawing has a different color. If the sky is blue and the water is blue, then I'm going to be using darker or lighter tones so that the two will not be clashing or matching a little bit too much or blending into each other. So I'm using different types over there. This is in part why I chose brown for the skin of the kid, but the mountains themselves are gray. So now I don't want the kid to look like he is one with the mountains or part of the mountains. That's why I chose different colors. I'm also not going to leave the mountains white and empty or pretend that the mountains are going to be looking really good with some snow in it, because again, this is a drawing about the summer season. We do not have any snow during the summer season. Try to keep that in mind. Also, pick your colors according to the objective of your drawing, because, well, again, you do have to make sure that everything does have a color and that the colors are not blending into each other so much. And just try and find out what carries your objective better. Sometimes you do have to experiment just a little bit. In this case, I found that that green looks a little bit too much like the water hose, so I'm switching it to a darker green. I think that one looks much better. It takes a lot of time, patience, and practice to get really good at coloring using all of these techniques that we saw in this video. So just try it once at a time, once in a while, and then see if it works out for you. And you can always try out other techniques that you learn from other people around you or other videos that you might encounter. This about sums it up for our video on how to color using crayons. Don't forget to trace, color inside evenly and in the same direction, color every shape and section in your drawing, use darker and lighter hue colors. Until next time, thank you for watching.